Hello. So I'm going to do a quick video to run you guys through the lesson that is being taught to A and B Day on January 4th and 5th. So the objective is know how to determine GPA. I'm going to leave it like this. The essential question is, how do I calculate my GPA? Homework was to finish calculating your GPA if you didn't finish in class, and I'll show you guys that form here in a bit, which is going to take me a moment because I don't have it pulled up. You're going to need your AVID notebook, a pencil, and you don't have the worksheet, but I'll show you those and you can fill it out in your AVID notebook. What I first want you to do is answer these two questions in your AVID notebook and make sure you label it 1-4 or 1-5, depending on if I see you on A Day or B Day. All right, so now that you've had a second, and if not, you can always pause the recording or video. After you do this, what you're gonna do, and like I said, these aren't things that you have to know. It's more you're answering to the best of your ability. Next, what you'll do is, this is the calculating your GPA. Obviously, like I said, you do not have this paper, so I just want you to write it out. You can do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, 5, and 6. For step 1, you're going to write out each of your classes. So obviously we don't have history, you have social studies, and you might not have physical education right now, so you can always replace that with computer sciences or whatever and add what you need to. Complete chart below by filling in the grades you earned. Keep in mind, it's not asking for your number grade, it's asking for your letter grade. So you see how these have the letters over here? So what you'll do is you'll go to your Power School, you'll look at your grades, look underneath F1 for the grades that we'll be using, and based off your your number grades, you can pull up a 10-point grading scale like this. Ignore this column, it's a 7-point, we're not dealing with that. This is a 10-point grading scale, and if your grade falls between a 90 and 100, that's an A, an 80 and an 89, that's a B, a 70 and a 79, that's a C, a 60 and a 69, that is a D, and below a 60 is an F. So you're going to go in, fill in those in your letter grades. After that, sorry, you're going to go in and let us know, so what if I had A here? Well, technical difficulty. B here, C, F, A. Say I'm really bad at physical education. No, I do not want jokes. So then you come here and you would say I have 2 A's, 2 B's, 1 C, no D's, and 1 F. You come in and transfer that here. 2, 2, 1, 0, 1, and then you're going to multiply it. So we have 8, 6, 2, 0, and 0. You're going to take and add these together. Let's see, 10, 16. And then you're going to take this, your total grade point, and you're going to divide it by your number of classes. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 classes. So I would take 16 and divide it by 6. And that is a 2.66666666 and eventually a 7. We don't want that there. So remember, I'm going to have my main number, then my decimal, and then we're going to ignore all but the first 2 numbers behind the decimal. So if I have a 66, I don't have a 2.66. The 6 is going to raise it. So if you have a 5 or higher, it's going to raise it up, raise the first decimal up. If it is a 4 or lower, it's going to stay the same. So If this was a 3, this would stay as a 2.6, but since it is 2.66, it's actually going to raise it up to a 2.7, and that is how you calculate your GPA. Now, the next thing you're going to do is go to Canvas, click on, so I'm going to do 8th grade. Let's go to student view so you can't see all stuff. GPA reading, you're just going to click on this. Use the following links. Take focus notes on the reading and revisit entry questions in your notes. So what I want you to do here is just write down, as you're reading, write down anything that seems important. Write down words you don't know and then go look them up and write down definition. I had one child ask me today if they could just have a vocabulary section in their notebook, and that is perfectly fine if you want to do that. I recommend starting with link 3. These two are good, but this one has a good amount of knowledge on it. So you just gotta read through and take notes as you go. After you're done with that, you're gonna set up your paper. For grade period, you're just going to put the GPA that you came up with on this paper. You can ignore these two right now, and then you're going to answer these questions. My feelings about my grades, my achievements so far this year, not 2022, but this school year, 2021-2022 school year. My disappointments this year, my GPA goals for the next 2 months. Remember, you might need to have 2 different goals, one for the next 2 months for your year-long classes, and maybe goals for your semester-long classes, since we are ending in about 2.5 weeks. So keep that in mind when you're making your goal. My academic goals for the next 2 months: studying, time management, homework, specific classes, note-taking calendar, etc. My personal goals for the next 2 months to help achieve my GPA: your attitude, TB, social issues, family, nutrition, and etc. I want you all to think about these really well. I don't want just short, simple answers. I want you all to put thought behind it. That is all you needed to do for me today. I will check it when you get back to the classroom. All right, bye.